Cause I'm an island boy, and I've been trying
This
to
is the story of an island boy turning into an island man.
I'm just island
A story of perseverance, patience, ambition, pain, love, happiness, riches, growth, fun, and success. A story of a World of Warcraft virgin when there was none left. A story of Hakamori, a brain-dead RuneScape and Battle Royale player, learning the game. Welcome to my World of Warcraft virgin experience.
These are not gamers, these are not people that play video games, these are WoW players. So if you're not playing WoW, you don't exist to them. That's all they do. They live in that world, and that's all there is to it.
I was that kid in 2005 to 2008 that was playing RuneScape instead of World of Warcraft. My family PC couldn't handle it, and let alone I was 10 and my parents weren't going to pay my sub. I came to WoW a lost and confused soul, and my friends that I came with dropped like flies. It was soon only me, and I realized that there was no one to level with. Luckily, Blizzard offered a boost at the beginning of the Burning Crusade, and I took that shit immediately. I immediately realized that that was a mistake as much as it was a blessing as well. You see, skipping content is good, but if you haven't played your class, you have a lot of learning to do. But people in WoW depend on you to play your class correctly, and trust me when I say this, everyone in the Burning Crusade Classic seems to have played TBC back in the day. I was complete and utter shit now that I look back at it. And, you know, I still am, but still. But you know what? I was having fun, and I'm still having fun. While everyone was leveling to 70 in a day or a week and getting into Karazhan, I was questing, soaking up every moment, living the life I didn't get to live in 2007.
But for 16-year-old Cameron Sandler, this is more than a game.
My first couple dungeons, I realized I was in for a wild ride. Every piece of gear was a huge upgrade, every boss looked badass, and every level I was hitting harder and harder. And eventually I started to do Battlegrounds. I learned a lot about what it's like to be an Affliction Warlock. Run around, throw dots on people, steal kills, and piss people off. Farming points for gear, I thought I was badass when I finally got it. I was to learn soon that that gear wasn't shit.
Ponerme la chancla y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
Finally leveling up to 70, I went to get my flying mount, and I didn't have enough gold, so I bought some gold with real world trade, thinking it was all fine and dandy, and I bought my mount and started questing. I got banned for 2 weeks. Lesson learned. I had to get this money the hard way if I wanted it. But then, after all that, I told myself, alright, I'm ready to raid. Let's do this. I looked up what I had to do to get into the first raids. Gruul Magtheridon and Karazhan. Gruul Magtheridon I could get into, but Karazhan I had to do a lengthy quest line. But then, Naraka Blade Point releases, and I enjoyed that game for a while. Until I realized I hated stun locking mechanics, and I came back to WoW. Now it's time to raid. I did Gruul first. I was so nervous. I'd never done a raid. I thought I had a huge job to do, but as a warlock, you really just stand and tap Shadow Bolt. Don't mind my rotation, I learned it was terrible. Boom! I killed Gruul. I was ecstatic. I was on a video game high. All these trials and tribulations led to this moment. Little did I know that this was just the tip of the iceberg. Karazhan's attunement was updated and gone. I was ready. My first Karazhan was with a random group of people, and I got some nice loot. Karazhan is such an amazing raid. It's not as serious or scary as the others, and the bosses are all so cool. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing though. After all this, I was still alone. No guild, no plan, just a lone soldier in this World of Warcraft. But one lonely night, getting stoned in Orgrimmar, I get an invite to a guild called Island Boys. I have no idea what they saw in me. They were all amazing at the game, and I told them I was new. I guess they had pity on me. Now these guys are what you call a semi-hardcore raiding guild. They all seem to be pretty close, and they all knew the game very well. They asked me to come to Serpent Shrine Cavern. To do this, I had to get attuned, which involves a quest line and reputation point farming from killing mobs. I got invited to the first Serpent Shrine Cavern, and let's just say I was nervous as hell. I walk in the raid, and everyone has amazing gear, everyone's giving me directions, and it's all pretty overwhelming. I was really gaming. I was doing what I wanted to do while I was playing RuneScape in 2007. We proceeded to only kill 3 bosses, and I was in over my head. They then told me I needed to work on my Tempest Keep attunement.
Was it worth it?
Tempest Keep attunement is worst of them all in my opinion. It involves so much rep farming from the bottom up, and doing 4 heroics it asks you to do with randoms who are as slow as you at beating the game is miserably difficult. I became stuck on Shattered Halls and Slave Pens. I couldn't find groups, and if we did, we always wiped. So I asked my guild for help, and they helped. I was steady attending Karazhan and communicating, so I think they realized I was serious about this. And next thing I know, I was attuned for Tempest Keep. They got my gear ready, enchanted, told me mechanics for the bosses, and told me the time to show up. Now, see, this is something I love about WoW Classic. There's no matchmaking. It makes you have to work with people better than you ever have in games previously. You'll have to meet at certain times that you all agreed on. And props to being a guild leader, any guild leader. Being able to gather up and lead 25 to 30 people weekly through dungeons and coach them and stay sane is an extremely difficult job. Props to anyone who can do it. My guild leader, Durable, shouts out to you. You took a leap of faith helping the one new player left in WoW Classic, and you helped me so much. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, man, and thank you to all of the Island Boys who have helped me. There's so many niche jobs to do with individual classes, so you need to bring a wide arsenal of them to a raid as well. As a warlock, you're basically an Uber with free extra health potions who does a lot of damage. My guild introduced me to something called Warcraft logs, and after that, I immediately began to feel self-conscious. I was doing terrible. I still am. I'm basically NA's worst warlock, but unlike most people, I'm having a fucking blast being terrible. World of Warcraft is a game that exercises the delayed gratification muscle in your brain. So regardless of how hard people know life this game, it's probably healthier than social media. In fact, it has taught me patience in real life. I've noticed significant boosts in composure and tolerance with bullshit. I'm in college right now, and it's taught me how to sit down and really see an assignment all the way through. At first in college I had zero patience. Now, 4 to 5 months deep into WoW, I've become quite different mentally. Most games now are so fast-paced. You have cash drops, barely any PvE, quick TTKs, battle royales for example. You can get quick kills and matches can end usually in under 25 minutes. The cash shop's cosmetics you don't have to work for as well. All these things provide quick dopamine boosts. It's pretty bad with social media because our attention span keeps getting shorter and shorter due to scrolling past stuff that doesn't interest us. It's natural to want to skip it, but being in charge of the speed and intake of what we see when it comes to pleasure is bad for us, I've learned. Anticipation makes everything feel more rewarding, and working really hard for a long period of time for something and achieving it helps you practice patience. These things I wish I knew in gaming a while ago. I used to take battle royales so serious, and I really enjoyed them. I wanted to be the top 1% in any BR I played. But I digress. World of Warcraft is definitely amazing from my level 60 to 70 experience, but it's time I make it from level 1 to 70. So I can have fair grounds on which to review the game then, like the way Uber Danger did it. This is my first story-based driven video, and I'm also in college for film and cinematography. I would really appreciate if you liked the video to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I plan on making more videos like this over time, so stay tuned.
Alright. 6, 2, and 3. Ready? Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Well, that was great.